In the last section, we wrote out a little bit of code to create a new order and pass it off to the sink that was created along with our controller. So we can now imagine that our order has gone through the sink and the sink has passed it off to the stream that is tied to our controller. So we're now going to implement the next step, which is to make sure that our stream has some entity or some process in it that's going to inspect the order that it just received and pull off just the type property. That's the only purpose of the order inspector. It's just going to look at that type property and it's going to throw away everything else tied to the order. So back inside of Dartpad, I'm going to first give myself a little bit of space here. And then I'm going to reference the stream that was created with our controller. Because remember, when we make a controller, we get not only a sink, but we also get the stream. And the stream represents our factory. So I'm going to first write out controller.stream. So that's a reference to our factory. And then I'm going to call a function on the stream called map. So when we write out map, hopefully you'll see the little description right here. The map function is going to receive every element or every order that is added to our stream. Inside of this map function right here, you and I are going to pass a function. And inside that function, we get the ability to inspect every new order that comes across, and we can pull off just one distinct property or many properties, or otherwise somehow transform or change the order that's coming in through our stream. So inside this map function, I'm going to pass in a new function that's going to be called with the order that we just added. Then inside of here, I only care about the type property that is associated with the order. I don't care about anything else related to the order. We just care about that type property. So I'm going to return from here order.type, like so. So this step right here essentially is our order inspector. We receive the order inspector says all I care about is what type of cake we're trying to make. And so the order inspector receives a order object and it hands off just a simple string to the baker. So that's what's going on with this step right here. Now the next thing we have to do, next little piece of code we're going to add in here to model our baker is going to be pretty complicated. So let's take another quick break. We'll come back to the next section and write out the code for our baker.